economic development into the city. So if you're talking about jobs and you're talking about creation and growth, especially in Queens, I was one of the first to say, hey, look, this could be done better, but I don't want to lose it. There were so many things that were done wrong with that transaction. On Amazon's side, on the city side, on the elected officials' side, that at some point, they just walked away. And they should have never really walked away. They should have stayed here, especially for Queens. Imagine Queens having almost 25 to 40,000 jobs. We could finally have lived and stayed in a community where we don't have to go across and now get hit with a congestion pricing toll with another $12, $15. What the hell it's going to cost me to go into Manhattan? Called up the governor and said, I am not a happy camper. He's like, oh, wait, we got a new budget. I said, I don't care. I don't want to pay another toll. I have to pay the Whitestone, the Throgsneck, the Midtown, the Triborough, and now I got to pay to go downtown again. It's just too much money. So our budget in the city side is almost as large as the state's budget. That's how big New York City. So we're going to have a $91 billion budget. And it's not enough. The mayor's talking about cuts. We don't know where the cuts are coming from, but how do you have a $91 billion budget, which is, when I started, it was less than 65. I'm only in the office 5 years. How do you go from 65 billion to 91 billion and run out of money? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of taxes that we're paying for. So that's what we do. So, so with Amazon, if there's questions about it, I'm here, Mike's here. We probably had the two most people that were involved. Yeah, George.
All right.
I want to ask: is the city headed for a deficit?
Well, if they're already talking about cuts,
You just said cuts, yeah.
that's not a good sign.
And how bad would the deficit be?
You know, being chair of economic development, you're taught one of the first things: where does the city make money? How do we continue on? Where does the money come from? So what's the first place the city makes money with? Us, our taxes. What's some of the other things the city makes money with?
Summonses.
Well, yeah, the Story and Bayside, the top two for that.
Real estate.
Real estate, well, that's all part of the tax. It's Wall Street, right? So when Wall Street's doing well, the city's doing well. And the economic impact of small businesses, and guess what's number 4? Tourism, which I didn't even understand. I had no idea. Tourism is all on its own. It doesn't even have its own agency. It has no supervision. It's just really Times Square Alliance and Broadway merchants doing a wonderful job, but no help from government at all. They just do it on their own, from Broadway shows and tourism. So those are the 4 areas. And George, if any one of those 4 take a hit, if middle class starts to leave, like they are, if tourism takes a hit because of some type of terrorist or other situation, if Wall Street starts to go down, we're in a bad situation because the budget is based on that. Sure. So any one of those things could go down.
Can we hear also Mike about Amazon and
the fun topic.
maybe did he change his mind? But
Nah, he didn't change.
He's still. And we're talking. How much time?
I want to hear about taxes also.
How much time do we have? You ready to sleep here? We can do this all night.
I was sort of ask the question. We have the city council.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we need the chance to allow questions to the city council first. Because she mentioned a lot of things. Come on. Mike, we have all the time.
Let him talk. No, we don't have too much time.
Whatever you want to do. I know you guys
we make
throwing
questions both of them.
Listen, Easter's only 4 weeks away, so it's...
άμα αφήσω εγώ, δεν θα σταματήσω, γιατί I know where this is going to go, so... I'm saying, do you want to take other questions and finish before we go on?
Well, we're here. So why don't maybe Mike and I'll just jump in, whatever the question is.
Yeah, you have a question for Paul first?
Yes.
Okay.
You mentioned quality of life.
Number 1.
Number 1, Astoria. The doctor mentioned stress and aggravation that will make us sick.
That's why I'm in his office every week.
Nobody gives us a straight answer. When these homeowners people here, that we're here as a homeowner organization, we're going to get a relief. Instead of getting an increase every year on our real estate taxes, on our water and sewer, we're getting increases in the parking. We're getting increases in the bridges tolls.
50%.
Okay? Now, and also, I'm telling you this because you are from the city council, and you have to relate that, how the people feel about this situation. I like in my life to find out when, in the wisdom of city council, from the mayor down, we say, homeowners, we give you 10% discount. Why not?
Are you kidding?
That's a question.
It's a great question.
I wish.
And last year there was a surplus. There was extra money in the budget. And what I and about 6 of us asked for was the same thing. We wanted to give it, they said no, we're not doing it on homeowners, we're just going to
Συγγνώμη, μια στιγμή, Γιάννη, κάτσε κάτω σε παρακαλώ, την ώρα όρθιος. Λοιπόν, please, don't go away. In a half an hour we're going to go. Period.
Okay, I'm not going to be long.
Please be, because other people they want to also talk.
Yeah, they can talk, but at the same time, nobody's touching the most important things that we are here with the homeowners.
Okay, no problem. Go to the point.
Now I have a letter here. I'm going to ask you. I don't know if you read it. That you people like making proposals in the city council to eliminate as reduction the apartment improvements, major capital improvements, 20% vacancy allowance. So you're really hitting us with additional increases to operate our homes and the buildings.
This is for the state.
Now, the doctor is going to have a visit from all of us because you get us aggravated.
Keep up the good work, guys.
So this is a very important thing, and please, Paul,
no, but that's why I brought it up.
Relate that to the city council. We are upset of what is happening.
So when I spoke with that in my right. What did I say? I said my districts are very
I'm sitting
different.
down because I don't want to take all the time.
No, but
I think
your voice
many
is not the
people
voice. I just want
have
to
to
let you
raise their
know.
voice.
That voice is missing in politics now. No one's talking about owners, corporations, businesses, homeowners, 1 and 2 family that are the backbone of the city, small business which employs 50% of the city. Nobody is talking about that. So what did I say as soon as I came in? Ask those who are going to come in here where they stand on that. You know where I stand on that. It's always the way we were brought up, is to support the police, support small business, support homeowners. But unfortunately, I don't have the votes in city council to change that. Mike just got the